Hi, it's great to be back. God bless. Yeah, it's just a beautiful day. Got the motivation to post today because like, why not? And it shouldn't just be like motivation; it should just be like discipline at this point. But I just have something that I get used to. With my TikTok page, I just like actively post there. Just teach myself, yo, if I say I'm gonna do something at this time, I'm gonna do that this time. But it's a business. Lowky, like, I don't want to like say shit, but to be honest, walking around wealthy and sustainable neighborhoods just gives you this click, just this mindset thingy that, yo, if other people can like make it, then like so can I. And it's just something that I realize is possible. You gotta see it this way. If you're walking around like poor neighborhoods or not that well established places, you just be like, yeah, this is how the average life is, and then you eventually will become like that. But if you're walking around well established, privileged, or just like the highest level of suburbs, then you're like, okay, so this is gonna be my average, so I'm gonna be able to be like eventually the one who's gonna be living in like one of these type of houses. And you got to keep that motivation in, because sometimes you get this random motivation at 3 a.m. and you lose it overall. Like today, I got like this random motivation at 1, 2 a.m. I was like, okay, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. I stood up, I woke up, I'm like, okay, now I gotta put in through what I said to myself, what I'm gonna like get done throughout the day. And I think like that's like this trick method thingy that you just gotta keep that same feeling and use that as discipline throughout the day. Yeah, and my top priority goal is like to document everything, every mental state that I'm going through, and like just show you guys, so whoever sees this eventually will like, oh, yo, this kid started out somewhere like the same position that I am and grew. So just go with the flow, trust in God's plan. Never think that you alone are too wise for someone else's advice, because that's what happened to me at some point. I was thinking that, why do I need to listen to this person? I already know a lot about what I'm doing. But it's just important that you listen to them, you reanalyze what you know, and then you implement what they told you. Okay, if it's relevant to what you're doing, of course. But if it's not relevant, just use it like in a different way. Information is information, even if it's so-called bad information. And another thing is that you should find yourself someone to look up to. Like for me, it was Brett Skills, because he was even the one that like kind of motivated me to do this shit. But eventually I found people who are more of the image of someone I want to become. Like for example, if your motivation determination thing is like people who make websites, and I mean, yeah, sure, it's a good thing to have, but people who make websites, I think it's short-term money. Like I see it as quick, like you get money quick, and you can't really like scale anything with that. That's why it's more important to just hop into something that doesn't really seem all that flashy at first, but eventually will become something long-term, and you can build it up. You can have people run it for you, and you just be the backbone managing everything. Like I think, for example, like sales, or just managing ad revenue, and getting so big that you can just like put your money into something else and let other people handle what you originally started. And yeah, I think like that's the goal. And another thing, you should always write down what you want to achieve. You should always write it down, because you are better memorizing and manifesting things when you write them down than just thinking of them, because thoughts can be erased immediately, but whatever you write down stays permanently unless water touches it or some BS like that. And yeah. Another tip would be that if you're trying to like make content or anything, or just trying to, just speak to clients better, I would recommend watching one of those like either podcasts or just videos like professionals telling you how to speak more efficiently and not really speak meaninglessly. Because words without meaning is just like words. Like even right now, what I'm doing with the camera and all that is just a testing phase. I'm still working on my speech, on my tempo, on my pacing to see how it really attracts the audience. And you should do that too if you're trying to like enter a sales call properly or just sound more convincing to other people instead of speaking super, super, super fast like I'm doing right now and you just yapping, 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 yap. The normal, like people won't be able to like identify the invalid information from the valid information. And yeah, that's like one of the important factors of speech as well. Speech is everything, and appearance, looks. If if you want to enter like a sales call or some BS and you don't really look that efficient or that eye pleasing, then you got to work on that. Like looks in this agenda is everything because people would rather people would rather love working with a good looking person or an average looking person than a person that doesn't take care of themselves because they see, okay, if this person doesn't take care of themselves, how are they going to take care of my business? And that can lead to them immediately dropping you off, like, or just like leading you on saying that, yeah, we're gonna contact you in a week, and they end up never contacting you again. And if you can, try getting yourself like a job or a mini job in the orientation of speech, reading customers, seeing what customers like, how they react to certain prices or how they react to certain headlines. That can put you in a better position of, oh, okay, this is what like I'm trying to advertise for people. And this is going to be their reaction. This is going to be how they act. This is how they're going to be like how they think, etc., etc. And yeah, so just like go with the flow, stay on God's plan, don't lose faith, and lock in. Hey, if people can do it, so can you. What's stopping you? Peace out.